What if I told you the moment a man changes the way his hands behave around you, he may have already emotionally crossed a line he hasn't even admitted to himself yet, because his hands don't lie. Before he confesses anything, before he even understands what he feels, his body starts revealing the truth he's trying to hide. And here's the part most people completely miss. It's not about one gesture. It's about a pattern. The way his hands move when you enter the space, the way they change when you laugh, the way they behave when the conversation becomes just a little more personal. If you've ever felt confused about how someone truly feels about you, this is where everything starts making sense. Let me ask you something honest. Have you ever been sitting with a man, the conversation feels easy, the moment feels warm, and somewhere inside you a quiet voice says, something is happening here, something real, but then doubt steps in. You tell yourself you're probably reading too much into it. You remind yourself you've felt this before and been wrong. You tell yourself to wait for words, wait for clarity, wait for him to actually say it out loud. So you sit there, second guessing what your body already understood. I want you to stop doing that. Not because feelings are always right. They are not always right. But because there is a deeper language happening in front of you that most women were never taught to notice. This language is not manipulation or guessing games. It is not a trick or some psychological fantasy. It is biology, pure and simple. It is the most ancient form of communication humans have ever had. It lives in the body before it ever becomes words. Before logic steps in, before control takes over, the body reacts first. And once you understand that, you stop feeling lost in those moments. Because a man who is genuinely attracted to you will almost always reveal it before he ever says it. Not through dramatic actions or big emotional speeches, but through small, physical reactions he does not even realize he is making. One of the strongest of these signals, one of the clearest signs that something real is being felt, is not in his words at all. It is in his touch, his unconscious movements, the way his body tries to regulate what he is feeling around you. And if you learn to see this, you will start understanding what was always there, but hidden in plain sight. A man's body speaks before his pride allows him to. And that truth changes everything about how you read moments like these. So let's start with something very simple, the neck. Picture this carefully. You are sitting across from him. Maybe it is a first meeting, maybe it is someone you already know, but something between you has started to shift. The conversation is flowing, you say something slightly playful or emotionally open, or maybe you just hold eye contact a little longer than usual, and in that exact moment, without planning it, his hand goes to the back of his neck. He rubs it lightly, he adjusts it, he touches it briefly, almost as if nothing happened. Most people would miss that. Most people would think it is nothing, but that moment carries information. The neck is one of the most sensitive and exposed areas of the human body. It is close to the pulse. It is vulnerable by nature. So when a person feels a sudden emotional shift, nervous energy, attraction, awareness, or internal tension, the body often responds by going there. It is not a thought process. It is a regulation response. The body tries to calm itself without words. Now think about what that means in context. A neutral man, a man who feels nothing, stays physically still. His body does not need to adjust. But a man who is feeling something, a man whose attention is increasing, whose emotions are slightly activated, whose awareness of you is growing, will often show small signs of self-regulation. And the neck is one of the first places that appears. It is not about one single touch. It is about repetition. It is about whether his body keeps returning to it every time the energy between you increases. I once heard a woman describe a date where everything looked normal on the surface. The man was calm, composed, confident, but she noticed something small. every time she leaned slightly closer, every time she laughed in a more personal way, every time the conversation became more emotionally present, his hand would briefly go to the back of his neck, just for a second, almost invisible. Weeks later, that same man told her she had completely caught him off guard from the moment they met, that what he felt was stronger than he could explain at the time. His words came later, but his body had already spoken first. That is why this signal matters. It is not loud, it is not dramatic. It is fast, subtle, and honest. But remember this carefully. One gesture alone is never enough. Context always matters. If someone is stressed, uncomfortable, or distracted, similar movements can appear for completely different reasons. What you are really watching is not the gesture itself, but the pattern around it. How his body behaves specifically around you when things shift emotionally. Now let's move to something even more subtle, the lips. This one is quieter, but once you notice it, you will start seeing it everywhere. When a man's attention drifts toward his lips while he is with you, when he touches them lightly, presses them together, or brushes them without thinking, something deeper is happening beneath the surface. The mouth is connected to expression, to desire, to words we have not said yet. It is where restraint and expression meet. So when his hand moves near his mouth, or his attention briefly settles there, it is often his internal state trying to manage something he is feeling. It does not have to be obvious. In fact, it rarely is. It is usually a half-second moment, something that disappears before your mind even fully registers it. But those half seconds are often the most honest moments you will ever see, because they are unfiltered. Now add another layer to this. If at the same time his eyes briefly move toward your lips, even for a fraction of a second, while his hand is near his own mouth, that combination becomes more meaningful. It reflects attention, awareness, and internal regulation happening at once. It is not something planned, it is something that happens before control fully engages. Think about past moments for a second. Times where the conversation suddenly became more personal, where laughter faded and a quieter, more serious energy appeared between you, where something was felt but not fully spoken. In those moments, did you ever notice small mouth movements, subtle lip presses, or brief shifts in facial tension? Those are often the moments where something unspoken was present in the room. And here is the important part. You do not need to react to it. You do not need to point it out or test it. The power is not in questioning it. The power is in how you hold yourself in that moment. If you stay calm, present, and unreactive, if you do not rush to fill silence or force clarity, you create a completely different dynamic. You become someone who is not chasing understanding, but simply observing it. And that brings us to something deeper that connects all of this. Every small gesture, every unconscious movement, every subtle shift is part of a larger picture. No single signal defines everything, but together they reveal emotional presence in a way words often delay. And once you start seeing that pattern, you stop relying only on what is said. You start noticing what is felt before it is spoken. He runs his fingers through it. He smooths the side. He pushes it back again. If his hair is shorter, maybe it's the back of his head near the ear or along the temple. Maybe it's not even just his hair. Maybe it's his jawline he traces, or the side of his face, or a slow brush across his chin. This is presentation. This is a man's body silently saying, "Wait, do I look okay right now?" And here's why that matters. We don't groom ourselves around people we don't care to impress. When we feel indifferent, the body stays still. There is no adjustment, no fixing, no sudden awareness of how the hair is sitting or whether the collar is right. But when someone walks in, or says something, or smiles in a certain way, and suddenly we care, the body reacts with an instinct to present better, to show up as the best version of itself. That instinct is one of the oldest attraction signals we have. It existed long before language, long before social rules. It is written into biology itself. When we want to be chosen, we display. So when he touches his hair around you, especially right after you've given him attention, right after you've smiled at him, right after you've said something that made him feel seen, what you are watching is a man trying to rise to the feeling you created in him. That is not vanity. That is care. That is a man quietly wanting to be worthy of your gaze. And then there is the jaw. The jawline carries something very specific for men. It is tied to confidence, identity, and how they want to be perceived. So when his fingers move there, when he strokes his chin, traces the edge of his face, or rests his hand near his jaw while looking at you, pay attention to what came just before that moment. Did you say something that shifted the tone? Did you share something honest? Did you catch him off guard in a way that stayed with him? Because the jaw touch often appears in the exact moment a man is recalibrating. He is processing what just happened between you. He is feeling something and trying to stay composed in it. His body reaches for that anchor point, the jaw, the chin, the lower face, and holds there for a moment. That is the moment just before something internal settles or shifts. And if his head tilts slightly, if there is a quiet half smile, if his eyes narrow just a little in that focused way that shows he is truly looking at you and not just toward you, that gesture becomes one of the most honest confessions a man can make without speaking. It says, "I see you." It says, "You affected me." It says, "I am sitting here feeling more than I planned to." Now let's talk about the hands, because a man's hands are one of the most truthful parts of him. Most women focus only on the eyes, but the hands often reveal even more. When a man feels comfortable around you, truly at ease, not performing comfort, but actually experiencing it, his hands open up. His palms face upward or outward. His gestures become slower, freer, more natural. He stops folding his arms tightly. He stops gripping objects without reason. There is a softening that happens in the hands when a person feels safe in your presence. And that softness is very difficult to fake for long. But when attraction enters the space, something different happens. His hands become slightly more active. He touches his wrist. He runs his fingers along his forearm. He adjusts his watch, his sleeve, his ring, even when nothing is wrong. It is not about fixing anything. It is about energy moving through the body with nowhere to go. He is feeling something, and his system is redirecting it into motion. This is displacement. It happens when there is a desire to reach out, but self-control steps in. The energy does not disappear. It changes form. It becomes movement instead of action. So if you notice a man becoming slightly more fidgety around you, not uncomfortable, but more alive, more alert, more physically present, that is often attraction trying to stay contained. And pay attention to direction. This is the detail most people miss. If his gestures start moving toward you, if his hands lean across the table while speaking, if he places objects closer to your side without noticing, if he subtly reduces the physical distance between you, that is not random. The body moves toward what it is drawn to before the mind fully agrees. There is also a quieter gesture around the mouth, chin, and lower face that carries emotional weight. When he places his hand near his chin while you are speaking, or rests a knuckle lightly near his lips while listening, that is not just a casual posture. That is grounding. That is the body stabilizing itself when emotion rises, but expression is still being held back. It is the moment where he is fully present with you, more present than he expected to be, and his system is trying to keep that intensity controlled. In simple terms, your presence has his full attention, and he is managing that internally while staying outwardly composed. I want to say something important here. Becoming aware of these signals is powerful, but it should not turn into anxiety or over-analysis. The strongest awareness is calm awareness, not chasing proof, not searching for constant confirmation, just noticing, quietly, without needing to immediately turn everything into meaning. Because the clearest picture always comes to the person who is not forcing it. The person who can simply observe without panic usually sees more than the person who is desperately trying to interpret every detail. And this is where everything connects. When you understand that attraction speaks through the body before it speaks through words, something in you shifts. You stop forcing clarity. You stop overthinking pauses. You stop treating silence like confusion. Instead, you begin to notice what is already happening in real time. You become more present. You become more grounded. You stop reacting from uncertainty and start observing from awareness. And in that state, you are no longer chasing understanding. You are simply seeing it. Because the man who is genuinely interested will reveal himself in those small, unconscious moments, in the hair adjustments, in the jaw touches, in the shifting hands, in the subtle movement toward you. Not because he is trying to send signals, but because he cannot fully hide what he is feeling in his body. And the woman who notices that without panic, without overreaction, without needing to immediately define it, carries a different kind of presence. A calmer one, a more grounded one that does not rush the moment, but allows it to unfold. So instead of searching for perfect words from him, start noticing the space between his words, the movement before speech, the silence between gestures, the body language that appears when he is not fully controlling himself. Because the truth is often already there. It is just subtle, and it waits for someone calm enough to see it clearly. And when you do see it, you stop questioning your perception so quickly. You start trusting what you notice, not blindly, not emotionally, but clearly. And that changes how you show up in every interaction from that point onward. At the end of all this, the real lesson is not about reading every small movement or turning life into analysis. It is about awareness, calm observation, and learning to stay present in moments where emotion is unspoken but still clearly felt. When you understand that human connection is not only spoken, but also expressed through subtle body language, you begin to see interactions more clearly, without confusion or overthinking. But the most important part is how you carry yourself in that awareness. You do not need to chase signs or force meaning from every gesture. Real understanding comes from noticing patterns, not reacting to single moments. It comes from staying grounded, not anxious, from observing, not assuming, from being present, not overwhelmed. When you reach that level of calm awareness, you stop doubting yourself so quickly. You start trusting what you notice while still staying balanced and respectful of reality. And that changes everything about how you experience people, conversations, and emotional moments. Because in the end, clarity does not come from looking harder. It comes from seeing calmly.